Famcast Media. Bitch.
You're listening to From the Dungeon Podcast with Dee Rotten.
With all the noise. Your journey towards the dark side of the continent.
And welcome to fucking From the Dungeon Podcast. I am your host, Dee motherfucking Rotten, and I'm here. This is episode 116, and I'm with fucking PigzRadio. I'll do anything for a buck. Mario Martinez.
What? Yes. Dee, I brought my sound effects with me. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, dude, I don't mind. You got the banging sound effects, dog. What's going on, man?
Not much, brother. Thank you for having me on your show. You know what? I'm not used to being asked to come in on people's shows. I was like, hey, that sounds like fun. I'm down with that. So thank you for reaching out.
I am fucking, I mean, I don't know where the hell your show has been hiding my whole fucking life, man. But I mean, I found out you guys from my homies from Never Sober, bro. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Good guys.
Yeah,
Good
man.
guy.
And I'm like, PigzRadio, what the fuck is this? I just went down the pig's hole.
Oh, that's what happens, bro.
You know?
What happens.
So like, what's going on? How you dealing, bro? How you doing with this whole fucking? I mean, have you got the fucking? Did you get the fix? Did you get the 2 fixes or?
I didn't get no shots yet. If that's what you're asking, is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, I can't get none either over here, bro. Even though I'm obese, overweight, you know, as in the world, but yeah, there's no shots available for my ass.
Oh, you know, I'm not sold on it, so I'm not on board with trying to get that shit. So I'm waiting it out until I really need to get it. So I'm good.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, my wife works in a warehouse in the fucking, you know, in the fucking office and shit. I'm like, yo, she ain't bringing home to me yet, and I know she had it. She had it before I went to California last year.
Oh wow, okay.
You know, like she was home for like the whole week I was in California, and she did not tell me she was sick. She's like, I didn't want to ruin your vacation. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Well, I did see you on our chat, and thank you for supporting the different projects I'm a part of. I do a Tuesday live stream with some real talented gentlemen, Super Steve K-Rock and Johnny C, comedian guy, on Tuesday nights, the West Coast Pop Lock podcast. And I saw you that you were out here. We were talking about people who travel. So you actually made it to LA, and did you actually make it out to East LA or wherever it is that you wanted to go?
I mean, I've been to California 3 times so far. And the last time I went, I went to Whittier Boulevard because my boy lived out. My boy, shout out to Ryan D from Hit the Mice with Ryan D. He lived in East LA. So I went out there to do his podcast and shit. And fucking I went to he's like, oh, let's go to this fucking store, go get something to eat. And I'm like, okay, let's go. And I'm not used to like walking through like alleyways and shit, and we cut through an alleyway, and I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm in like Blood In, Blood Out or some shit, bro. And like,
you leveled up on your street cred right there.
And you know, he's like, yo, I'm like, where are we going? He's like, oh, we're going to Whittier Boulevard. I'm like, yes, you know, like fucking straight out of like some Miklo shit, bro. Walking right down the Whittier.
Well, the Pig Studios is located out of Compton, so if you let us know the next time you're out this way, we'll give you a tour and we'll let you see lots.
That's another thing too. Well, let's get it. But tell me a little bit about you, man. Tell me before we get into the whole pig. Tell me a little bit about you, man. Tell me where you from? Where were you born? Are you fucking straight up OG Compton?
Mario 81. I'm a man with many talents, I guess, many hats. I just kind of do it all, man.
Are you from California straight up, like Compton and everything?
Well, yeah. So I'm born and raised in Compton. Actually, I was born in East LA. I forget the name of the hospital, but East LA, and raised in Compton all my life. So never desired to leave because this town has a lot of history to it. And keeps changing.
I noticed though, like even if you're born in like a fucking like a quote unquote bad area, it's home though, man. You know, like if you're like, you know, people know you, that's home to you.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's nowhere, nothing as near as what people kind of make it out to be either. So, and plus it's different. Everything's been changing and shit. So
Nah. I mean, I drove on the freeway past Compton. That's as close as I got to Compton.
Oh, on the 105, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was going out to LA, and I was like, that's the closest I got to Compton, bro.
Well, let me know the next time you're out this way, man. Give me a ring.
Well, you got a fucking like when you started Pigs, right? You started Pigs in Compton, PigzRadio.
Yeah, born and raised.
And now this secret location. Do you really blindfold motherfuckers and have them drive?
No, obviously they need the fucking address. But imagine like, hey, call us this day and you'll get the address, or fucking a different address. Give them on a wild goose chase.
Go ahead.
No, but I first started PigzRadio about 11. Actually, we just hit our 11-year anniversary. So 11 years ago, upstairs in my apartments in Compton. And I moved the studio after a handful of years upstairs in my apartment. It's super fucking hella small. You can look up on YouTube for.
Oh no, I saw the episodes. Yep. I mean, it looked pretty tight.
Yeah, it was, man. Like we couldn't have full bands, and the couple times that we tried, like we had to put the drummer in between the hallway going into the fucking kitchen, so half ass in the kitchen, half drums outside. Like it was just insane. But for us, that was rock and roll, man. We tried to make it happen with all kinds of fucking.
What made you want to fucking like have bands playing in the house? Like that's crazy to me. That's like some house party shit, bro, but not like a podcast kind of thing.
Right before the whole podcasting happened, I've been in kind of like the music scene for a little while now, the entertainment nightlife. So I've been DJing for about 25 years now, since I was like 15.
Oh shit.
I got into club promoting.
What's your DJ name?
Mario 81. Everything's Mario 81. Kind of keep it all across. And I got into club promoting, and from there I got into event planning, event coordinating. I learned that I wanted to have live bands, and how the more you want to do, the more expensive this stuff gets, because you need trained professionals, or at least fucking people who know what they're doing to kind of make this shit happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So to have bands, it costs, a couple $100 to have a sound guy to come out and, bring speakers and run the boards and make sure everything is going good.
Did you have that? Did you have a sound guy in your house?
I had the sound, but I didn't have like the mixer. I didn't have the microphones. I was just a DJ, mobile DJ that used all the same equipment, but I could have, I could use it for everything. It's just that I had to have the other components. So little by little, just started either borrowing or renting or buying eventually. And then one thing kept just expanding. And before I knew it, I became a sound guy just so that I can kind of save a buck here and there. And I got really good at it.
Are you saving bucks, or are you doing anything for a buck, though? What was your
a little bit of both, man. It's hard to save, man. It's hard to save. But I mean, I'll do anything for a buck, So.
So now you were up, so you were in like basically like a living room setting.
Yeah,
I like where did you secret locationally move to? Like, where was this location? In Compton.
So we moved from my apartment secret location in Compton to another house still in Compton by the Compton airport. And yes, Compton does have an airport.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, over there by that park where the Serena Williams sisters used to practice at.
Oh shit! Right. Shout out to Serena Williams sisters.
So the house is right there. I moved it there for a handful of years. I think we were there for about 2 or 3 years. It was Granny's house. She was no longer with us. The house wasn't being used really. So I was like, you know what? It'd be a good place to have just all kinds of pig shit happen without having to rustle any feathers of the neighbors or whatnot. But we weren't still doing full bands. We started doing really light acoustic stuff. So
okay,
because I didn't want to fuck with the neighbors. And
you're in Compton, dude. I wouldn't want to fuck the neighbors either, bro.
Just fucking be cool. I mean, we run kind of late here, but I mean, we're kind of like enclosed and in the back, so we're not really fucking with too many people here.
So this is the second location right now you're in?
Currently, I'm in the third location.
Third location.
So
where's this third undisclosed? Like, not where, but I mean, is it like a studio or?
It's actually, I built this. It's a full-on studio. We have our section where the pigs table's at. That's kind of where I'm at here. We actually do have our pig stage, and then I
love your table though, man. I love the table. I'm a big table guy.
Yeah, man. I had an idea, and that's a really cool thing. It's just little ideas like, fuck, what if we did this? Like, wouldn't it be cool if we had a table with our logo on it? Like, how can we make that happen?
Like, was that was that like a poker table or something, or
No, a dinner table actually.
oh shit.
Buddy of mine knew some carpentry stuff, got down with it, cut that bitch in half, made it bigger, supported, drilled all the right placement for the mics.
You know how many times I've been looking since I saw your show on the internet to where to buy that kind of fucking table, and to know you guys made it, it's like holy fucking shit.
Made it. Custom made, only one of a kind.
Fuck, man. That's fucking awesome. So now you said you went to audio school for this. Like you went before you did all this kind of like, you know.
No, yes and no. I didn't go to audio school, but I ended up going to radio school. Okay. So ever since I could remember, I love K-Rock. I love listening to a bunch of rock stations out in my neck of the woods.
Like was Howard Stern big in the K-Rock out there too?
K-Rock is a different kind of station versus the K-Rock of the East Coast. So where Howard Stern was on a different station, but he will be played. He was syndicated out this way. So,
okay. All
so I could hear him. But then I would also watch his show. Like I forgot on what cable channel he used to come up on, like late at night. And
I remember that shit.
Yeah, so I used to always watch Howard, and he was always a big influence. Him and Kevin and Bean in the mornings, and Jamie, Frosty, and Frank out this way, and they're all over the place now. But I ended up going to radio school, and that was for obviously completely a different kind of passion versus the audio stuff I was already kind of doing for the bands and the nightclubs and the DJing and whatnot.
So you worked okay, so you're like what, like an audio technician, like you worked the mixing board and everything at the shows, or you like just do everything at the fucking show?
Everything, man. I'm a one man wrecking crew. I mean, I haven't got to the point where, I mean, we've done a handful of shows. I've been fortunate enough to where my company's actually grown, the audio company that I have, and we've been booked for a tour, and we got to travel with the Michelada Rumble last year. We did about 9 dates total with that promoter.
What's the Michelada Rumble?
That's a music festival with all kinds of amazing artists, kind of like Trainier, Lighter Shade of Brown, Baby Bash, Warren G's played there, the Daz Corrupt, the Dog Pound. And it's nothing but michelada drinks made by different vendors, so everyone makes it different.
I've never had what's a michelada?
Michelada is kind of like, it's a beer drink, but then it's infused with all kinds of ingredients. So I mean, when you can go to the store, it's normally like tomato juice, like, V8 with like beer and then like some salt and lime. And that's traditionally how you get them, even at the bars. But these are like 9-course fucking meals into a cup. I'm talking about like you got shrimps and chips and toys and doodads and all kinds of crazy things. So they make this into this whole experience of once again, a dinner plate, but it's a drink. So you're getting fucked up as you're drinking it, and then you're enjoying all the food around it. So it's a whole festival dedicated to that kind of like drink and culture. They do Mexican wrestling there, lucha libre. It's great. Regular wrestling as well. And then they have the live music. So I've been fortunate enough to make friends with those guys and get opportunities. And now I run all the audio for the whole festival, run the audio for the lucha ring, and I also do a lot of the graphic design work now.
It's fucking dope, man. Now, where did you come up with the name PigzRadio? Because I noticed, don't try to put this fucking URL in fucking Facebook, bro. They just like, yo,
don't like us, man. Fuck Facebook. I don't know what guidelines we fucking violated, but I don't know. It's been like that for so long, so I have to kind of find a workaround. So if you actually plug up PigzRadio.com on Facebook, fuck you, like nothing happens. And I've tried emailing them. I'm like, hey, what happened? I'm sorry, I'll lick your ass. Like, let's be friends again. But
dude, we can't even tag you in nothing.
But it's okay. You can actually, there's a workaround. You can get to our link bio it's lnk.bio/PigzRadio, and that will get you to everything Pigs. All our social media is there. Our .com is there. Our Twitter. If you want to throw us a bone, our donations are on there. Plus, anywhere that we can get your podcasts, we're on there. So you can actually listen to us on Google Cast, Amazon Music, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. Not to mention YouTube and TikTok, or not TikTok, Twitch, Facebook. Man, we're on everything, man.
So
Simultaneously.
Where'd you get the name from?
Sorry. It was me and the original crew's members, because I've gone through a handful of lineup throughout the 11 years. And the original crew, we were just traveling. We were going on our way to Costco. We were going to watch some football and kind of figure out, let's think about names and stuff was being thrown around. And I just remember like, well, fuck, we're just going to talk random shit. Because the show at that point didn't have any kind of necessarily direction other than like, hey, we want to start a podcast. Like, I was like, well, they say that fucking dudes are just fucking pigs. How about PigzRadio? So then I started looking at pigs. Or actually, we threw out a bunch of other random things, but radio was always kind of like the base point. Blah blah blah, radio, la la la. And I can't remember what the other names were, but once I threw out the pigs, I'm like, we'll spell that shit with a Z just to fucking be stupid and different, and it just kind of stuck. And I'm like, fuck yeah. I googled it just to make sure nothing else was out there back then, and yeah, 11 years ago, nothing else was like that.
You're the only motherfucking pigs fucking thing that pops up when I type in PigzRadio.
PIGZ.
I'm like, you guys are fucking. I mean, you guys are the new metal of podcasting. You've been doing it shit since new metal fucking started popping to me. I mean, I'm a fucking fan, dude. I'm a big fucking fan, dude. I mean, I've been watching, and like, I don't know how touchy it is, whatever. You're still cool, but who did you start the pigs with? Like, who was in the pig pen?
Back then, the original Pigs guys were all buddies from radio school. Became really good friends with a bunch of people. Radio school was kind of like it's like a certificate kind of program. So whenever it is that you start, then you kind of just fall in track, and then eventually you'll get through all your classes. So became good friends with people there. When it was about 3 people, 3 dudes: Robert, Fernando, and shit, I can't remember the other guy's name. Actor, white guy. Sorry, bro, forget your name.
We'll just say Steve.
Yeah, it's Steve. And like we were talking a little bit off air. Like to do this, it takes commitment, man. It takes work. You just don't fucking turn on a mic and then all of a sudden you start doing a podcast. Like,
oh no, definitely.
There's production work. There's time. There's thought. There's post work, pre work. There's a bunch of stuff. So it became one of these things where, hey, let's just do this, and we don't know what it really entails, what it takes to do it, and then, cool. I'm not the only one going to be putting in work. So now you start asking people to kind of pull some weight and do some shit, and people don't want to do it. So people run their horses.
So that's how little piggies got started going away.
Yeah, man. And then after that, like, it just became one of those things where people would come in and dedicate their time and get something out of pigs. Either, they was, I'm not going to say life-saving moments. A lot of them say that it was, but pigs was just a place for them to kind of, an outlet for them to come and hang out. And that's how all my piggies kind of come through. And it's a safe haven for us, just for us to be pigs in a respectful manner now. Cause now everything's fucking cancel culture. So, be a little bit pig-ish without going over the line, and
watch out, but they might fucking cancel your logo soon, bro.
I know. Fuck you, goddamn cancel culture.
They cancel Pepe Le Pew, bro, and they cancel Miss Piggy. They cancel you.
I know, dude. And fucking Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato. Oh, that's right. Isn't it just potato head or something like that, or?
Oh, I thought he was completely X. I don't know. I didn't
potato head X, like Latinx, potato head X.
I'm surprised they haven't fucking X'd out Mr. Bubble. Like that's a Mr. Bubble inside your bathtub with your kids. How is that appropriate now?
Well, homie, they X'd out Mr. Coffee. It's just coffee now.
Dude. So yeah, I mean, look, people have come through, and I've learned that Pigs has become a haven for those who need a place to be and to get some shit off their fucking chest and fuck it up and have a beer and have a joint and just hang out. And
oh, dude, man, I tell everybody, fuck, even the homies that I know in California, I'm like, yo, you gotta start watching PigzRadio. You gotta start watching PigzRadio. I was like, this shit is fucking. I mean, I know it's like, to me, it's on like midnight on a Sunday, and I'm like,
yeah, man, you're out on the East Coast. We're on the West Coast time on this way. It's 5:02 right now.
Nah, I'm like sitting there, and my wife's like, "What are you waiting for?" I'm like, "I'm waiting for PigzRadio. It's midnight. I'm waiting for PigzRadio, man. I gotta see my pigs, man. Hold on."
Yeah, it's funny that you said earlier.
Oh wait, actually, no, wait, hold on, homie. Hold on. Well, you start at 10. Oh yeah, okay, 12. Okay, 12. Okay, because sometimes I would wake up and I'd catch you like at 3, on the rerun and shit, bro. Because I would fall asleep.
Yeah, man. And sometimes we don't get the fucking start on time. That's been kind of like a running joke. And
yeah, what's up with that shit, man? Like
look,
every
man,
time
you get motherfuckers to come down here and set up sound. Like, if you've ever done sound guys know what's up. Like it takes a minute, and especially any kind of good sound guy where like you're gonna really have to dial in everybody to make sure that they sound the best on radio.
Yeah.
So, the kind of cool thing that I enjoy what I do. I mean, anyone can record a band. That's nothing crazy. But not everyone can live stream it live.
Yeah, you do that shit fucking super fucking sweet, dude. I'm like a lot of the shit you do, I only thought it was in dreams. Until I saw your show, and I'm like, holy shit, it is fucking possible. Like different camera angles and shit, and the sound is so I like okay, man. Like I would love to fucking know, like, okay, every time I play fucking like if I'm fucking, playing shit on the fucking podcast, right? And I play music, it comes out like it's coming through a fucking tube sometimes. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Like,
yeah, man, you got to understand audio, and you have to understand where to route it. And just like anything else, just like in your car, you put in shitty parts, you're going to get a shitty performance. And same thing goes for audio. Like you're going to have shitty cables, you're going to have shitty mics, you're going to have whatever, and one mic for a whole drum kit. Like it's not going to work. Like everything, you need to do it right. So, I've always taken pride in the audio, and I keep striving to be the best possible audio guy at a reasonable price where I keep getting return work. And you hear everyone that fucking 2020 was going to be their year. And,
exactly.
And if it was for a lot of people, but at least for me, pen on paper, like I had all of 2020 booked up with Michelada Rumble the whole year. So it was going to be my second year on tour with them. Mm-hmm. I forgot how many dates we had lined up. I had a contract with a boat where it's a moving boat party. They kind of like go through the marina and hang out. So many dates there. And
yeah, they got that shit over here, bro. You see motherfuckers, they got that old school like fucking 90s fucking, I don't know, what would you call it? It's not techno, like house music and shit, like
yeah.
You see them all motherfuckers just like look like they're fucking raving and shit, bro. But we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take a break right now, a couple minute break, a little breather and shit, man. We're gonna play a little track here. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this fucking this new phenomenon called West Coast Pop Lock Podcast.
Oh, West Coast.
It's a new phenomenon going on, bro. I mean, if I could do the W with my hands, I can, but I can only do the Vulcan sign, But we'll be right back in a couple minutes, bro. This is Neon Funeral, bro, with She's a Ghost. We'll be right back.
Just a mix of battle against the current without a title. The flag is waved and the grave is shallow. She's a ghost in front of you like shadow. She's a ghost that tastes like cash flow. You are white, just a mix of battle. The youngest of my voice is shallow. The youngest of my voice is shallow. Voice is shallow. Voice is shallow. You are white, just a mix of battle. Against the current without a battle. The flag is waved and the grave is shallow. The grave is shallow. The grave is shallow. You were white, just a mix of battle. Against the current without a battle. The flag is waved and the grave is shallow. She's a ghost in front of you like battle. She's a ghost that takes life like cash flow. She wore a white just a bitch to battle. The youngest of my words is devil.
You didn't kill him, right? Yeah, yeah.
She's a dog to slaughter you like cattle. She's a dog that takes life like cattle. You are white at the midst of battle.
That was the homies Neon Funeral, bro, with She's a Ghost, man. And we're back with fucking Mario Martinez. I'll do anything for a buck, Pigs Radio. And we're talking about this new phenomenon coming out of the West Coast, secret Compton location called Pop Lock.
I got a button for that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.
That's the phenomenon. Tuesday nights, broadcasting live from Pig Studios. So after I created Pig Studios, it's given birth to a couple of projects, and it's been so much fucking fun. Aside from my podcast, the PigzRadio, I'm involved with the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. That's on Tuesday nights. It's an amazing group of guys, and just kind of shit talking, and we kind of just start one place and end up God knows where, and we get involved with the crowds from online, and it's good.
Now, how the fuck did this come about? How did you guys like get together and fucking just sit down, or you guys just like that? Your two homies just came over and was like, "Hey, let's pop a couple beers." Well, let's just turn on the fucking cameras and the fucking stuff, and let's just talk.
The gentleman I was already working with, we became friends. Super Steve Flores, he was on radio with the world famous K-Rock on this side of town, and he's a promoter for the Michelada Rumble. So throughout the years, we kept working together, and we kept working on different projects, his projects, my projects, and just kind of always kept cross-referencing. And he was doing his own show called the Dirty Birds, and there was different reincarnations of it. And after I had the studio already dialed in for PigzRadio, and he was like, "Hey man, how about we do a show together?" I got another buddy who three of us. I'm like, "Fuck, why not? What else am I doing on the Tuesday right now? Like,
yeah,
I like to be creating versus just sitting there,
exactly,
watching wrestling 24/7. Even though there's nothing wrong with that, I'll do that too. But
peacock.
I know, right?
Censor, everything. I'm sorry, they just censored everything.
Hey, I know. The poor Attitude Era. Nothing's gonna be able to be played anymore.
Nope. But go on, sir. I'm sorry. We love you, Peacock.
All good. Make sure you got to download Peacock for the WrestleMania coming up, but takeovers. Bunch of wrestling, big of a wrestling nerd, but I forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
How you got basically inaugurated into West Coast Pop Lock.
So when he threw out the idea, like, hey, let's start our own, and he was like, you know what though, I don't want to call it this old show anymore. I want to move forward. He came up with the name. I think
so. He already had a show in mind.
Right. So he's like, hey man, I want to do a show, but not necessarily whatever it is that was. And this is going to be something new. And
yeah.
With with me being involved, and obviously with me tagging along, and I come with production and value and ideas.
You got the big guns, bro. You're like the Schwarzenegger of podcasting, bro. You come with the big guns.
And I wanted to be different. I didn't want this show to look like my other show, so I got really creative, threw a backdrop, threw some more logos on there. I really started focusing on both Pigs and the West Coast Pop Lock podcast, the live chatting that we got. So I have people interactive. I pop up their stuff on the bottom of the screen so that people can see that what people's reactions are, and we take live phone calls so people can call in the show.
That's dope. That is the fucking dopest. Like I always got a little bit nervous with the live phone calls because I was like, there's a lot of fucking creepers out there, bro. Like calling you up, and like I had a number at one time, like a fucking Google number, and these motherfuckers just keep calling and leave messages all. I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I can't do it, bro. I'm a little too sensitive sometimes, man.
I haven't got anything like that, but I mean, you guys can go ahead and call in because it's
shout out. What's up, Mark Kratzen, bro?
What up? But yeah, man, I try to, whatever it is that I thought that a radio show could be, should be, how can I make it different and throw my spin on it, and kind of took, the idea of a late night talk show where you have a band perform at the very end when you get to see the interview and throw some pig shit on it where you can kind of talk shit. And, it used to be way more raunchier, way more lewd and way more out there. And as things have changed, we wanted to kind of still be in the people's limelight. I still want to keep doing this, but not for the wrong reasons. So we kind of had to change with the times, and just try to be cool with everyone, and while still trying to showcase all the live music acts and the amazing artists that come through these walls. And since I was already kind of doing all the live events and my own shows at night, I was messing with a lot of these indie rock bands, so it kind of just became a transition where stuff just kind of made sense to kind of have them on here, so we get to focus a lot of bands. So
now, where did the name West Coast Pop Lock Podcast come from?
That was a Steve thing. I'm not sure where exactly it came out, but he picked the longest name possible. Like, motherfucker, like West Coast Pop Lock Podcast.com. Like, dude, that motherfucker long. But Steve came up with that name. I just backed him up. Like, oh man, I mean, I'm with it. You're on radio, and I wasn't. Apparently, I'm the Schwarzenegger of podcast, but I mean, he was actually on like FM radio, like one of the biggest rock stations out in LA. So
you got some big heavy hitter names on that fucking show.
Yeah, and that dude Johnny C, a funny guy, real funny guy.
Oh, that motherfucker's hilarious, dude. That motherfucker is hilarious, man. Fucking, I mean, I remember fucking when I picked up on like maybe 9, 10. I don't know how it just fell into my fucking YouTube fucking algorithm. Because I was always watching Pigs, and I was like, the fuck is West Coast Pop Lock? I was like, Mario. I was like, that's that Pigs dude. What the fuck is this shit? Like, that's Pigs fucking studio. Jumped in on it. I was like, holy fucking shit. These motherfuckers have been sneaking a podcast behind my back in a pandemic. Like I didn't know you. Like I fucking first saw. I was like, all right. It's like I didn't think anybody was really podcasting in a room together, during this whole fucking thing, because everybody's a little freaky and a little scared,
Yeah, we never per se stopped. There was a couple of weeks that we had to take off, and it's just kind of learning how to overcome obstacles. I mean, as this thing kept going, I mean, fuck, life is going to continue, so it's not like we're not gonna not do things. We just try to be really careful about it. I started spraying alcohol and on everything, like wiping everything down before the band would get here, during the band was here, and after. I take temperature checks. No one can take off their mask while in the studio until they get off on the performance, and they're further away from us on the table than what they are here, except for Wops, and he has a mask on.
Nah.
When he's running camera. So
I love Wops. Wops is fucking hilarious, dude.
Shout out to Wops. Shout out to my Pigs crew. Wops, Evil Noriega, Haley, Zach, all them motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Fucking. Wait, so you did the actual fucking, you had like, because the first time I ever saw that fucking temperature gun, like I didn't even see it in a fucking hospital. A fucking fire to fucking like one of my fire my light went out and I smelled smoke. And we called the fucking fire department because I was like, it smelled like something was burning in my house. And they came in with a little gun thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're pushing it up to the ceiling. And I'm like, the fuck is that? And he's like, oh, it's a temperature reader. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, when the fuck is this technology coming from, bro? I was like, I didn't even, like in the hospital, they would put like a strip over your fucking forehead, bro. I'd never seen this fucking gun technology.
You know what? My mom had the strip. I remember that shit growing up. And she still has it too, where like you put it and it lights up like the fucking, like an Energizer battery and shit to see how high you are.
I thought I was in Star Trek when they first did that to me. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, like where's the thermometer, man? Like, no, we do strips now. I'm like, oh shit, man, go ahead there, Data. You know?
Yeah, I remember seeing some shit like that many years ago when I used to go with my mechanic, good buddy of mine, and he had like same thing, but it was for like fucking for the engines to see how hot they're running, but same exact fucking technology with a little dot on the fucking laser pointer, and it tells you how hot the shit was. I'm like, holy shit, that's cool.
I've never fucking seen it, man. But so
technology.
So how is this Pop Lock thing going? This West Coast Pop Lock podcast?
It's going great, man. It's going strong. We got 25 episodes in, so we're celebrating our 26th episode next week. We've been having a handful of guests come through now. You know, now that the restrictions are livening up, people have either been sick with this disease or they already got a shot or they just don't give a fuck. So people are starting to kind of roll around now and kind of be a little bit more comfortable to come out. Like you said, it's a small studio, and I let everyone know, like, hey, like, and there's not that much room, so that's why we got to keep our mask on just to be safe. I mean,
yeah, seriously. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I know a lot of people that I know. They're all like, you know. I mean, the only person that I'm really like, you know, like iffy about touching, and I haven't touched in over a year and some change, is my mom.
Okay.
You know, because she's like 82 years old. So I'm like, that's the only person that I have not touched. Everyone else, I'm like, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm cool. You know, I mean, shit, fuck, man. I mean, I don't know. If I get it, I get it. I don't, you know, whatever. Like, shit's fucking already written in fucking the tablet, as they say, you know, of life.
I mean, it sucks. My day job, I work in retail, and I'm inside of people's cars. So when I went back to work, it freaked me out because I'm my parents' caretaker, especially my dad. He's on dialysis. I didn't want to bring this shit home. And on top of that, crazy random motherfuckers that I don't know in the studio as we're doing interviews and singing and farting and all kinds of shit. Like, you know, I'm amongst this shit. And, you know, there's been a lot of times where like, fuck, what am I doing? I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to fucking get sick. I'm not trying to get anyone else sick. And, you know, luckily, I never contracted it with any kind of association of that kind, but my dad caught that shit from his dialysis center. So it was a little disappointing to know that, you know,
those motherfuckers, I heard those hospitals are like supposedly clean, but they're not. You know, it's really
well, I'm learning that the fucking nurse, apparently they had their own COVID infected dialysis centers. That the patients are not supposed to mingle with the regular ones, but then those nurses would fucking hop around from each spot. So, you know, I don't know, but he ended up getting it from there, and he got really bad. He's okay now, but he suffered a heart attack and all kinds of other shit. So dealing with that, and then I ended up getting it. So I didn't get it as hard, but I still have not been able to taste or smell for like over 2 months. So this shit sucks.
Jesus, we got a question here, bro. Mark Kratz, and that's the homie I used to work with, bro, back in the day.
What's up, Mark?
Last metal, like I'm assuming last metal band that we've both have seen. I mean, the last local fucking show I've went to was a band called Concrete Dream. Maybe 19 1990s. 20 fucking 19, bro, was the last time I actually went to a fucking show.
My last metal show, I'm assuming they're considered metal, would be Fozzy. I went to that Chris Jericho
Fozzy's
cruise.
fucking metal, dude.
All right, there we
Come
go.
on.
So fucking Fozzy. I went on that Chris Jericho Rock and Rager right in January. So right when we got off the boat is when fucking everything went to shit. So I got to see some amazing bands. Them and Kick Axe. I got
Was
to see
that fucking boat ride that he fucking NXT was supposed to be on, but fucking he had a little beef with Triple H, so fucking he took AEW fucking guys.
I don't know, because that was the. You know what? That was the second one because I didn't go to the first one, so I don't know what they had planned out for the first one. So I
know he did like a rock and wrestling kind of fucking thing. He wanted NXT wrestlers to go, but fucking Vince was being a little fucking butthurt because he was associating with AEW.
You know, that would make sense, probably.
I mean, fuck. Well, now this is the part I wanted to fucking get into.
Yeah.
All right, now I got into wrestling, bro, when the fucking when the earth shook. For the first time, when Hulk Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. That's when I got into wrestling. When did you get into wrestling?
I was watching then because of my dad. My dad was always a big wrestling fan, so we always had it on Saturday, Superstars, and on Sunday, whatever. I forget what it was called on Sunday.
Main event?
Was it main event on Sundays? Probably. Main
event.
So, I was already kind of watching, you know, I remember Lex Luger, Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan. He was already kind of on his way out. Macho Man was on his way out. I remember when they jumped and went to WCW. Got into the Monday Night Wars a little bit. But that was kind of around that point.
What's your first Mania you remember?
I can't. You know what? The one that stands out the most is like Mania 10. I remember that one for whatever reason right now. I don't remember much of it, but Mania 10 and 8 and 9 probably. Those were my first one.
What was that? What main event was that? Was that fucking?
Oh man, I can't remember shit. I can't remember even dialing you right now. Who the fuck? Where am I?
I mean, was that when they were going into the I would say the skinny man era?
Yeah, I guess that was when
like Shawn Michaels, Hitman.
It was already into that. Where at that point they were kind of getting from that into that whole Attitude Era, or like right in the beginning of that. Mm-hmm. I stopped watching that Attitude Era stuff, so I didn't watch anymore. And Pops got sick on me a couple years back, and when I was stuck in the hospital, I ended up getting him the WWE Network. So I started watching when I would spend every night with him there in the hospital. And when he got out, I told him like, "Hey man, let's go to some live shows." So then I started taking him to the Staples Center. And
you ever been to a Mania?
Never been to a Mania. I've been to not yet. I was hoping to take my dad, I think next year, or it was supposed to be next year or this year. It was supposed to be this year because it was supposed to be here in LA.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna take my dad to Mania out this way. But didn't happen. Obviously, pandemic fucked everything up. So they shifted it out. So I'm hoping his health holds up for another 3 years. But yeah, they'll be out this way at that SoFi Center in 3 years.
I went to the Mania with fucking CM Punk fought Taker.
Oh shit, nice.
That was fucking dope. Like the weirdest thing about that whole Mania was I thought I would never see Puff Daddy live. And Puff Daddy was like the fucking the entertainment section in the middle, and I was like, I thought I would never see Puff Daddy. This is so fucking strange, man.
Random things, man. But
I tell you though, man, I like when you hear like I thought I would never fucking say it, man. I'm not a big Undertaker fan, not a big Taker fan, but his entrance is fucking phenomenal, dude. Fucking phenomenal. Like the fire, you feel the fucking fire on your face, bro. Like, holy shit, man. Like it felt like I was like the hairs of my beard were burning.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing that drew me into kind of what I do for everything with this production. It's that feeling that you get from a show.
Yeah.
And that's why I continue to do the nightclub stuff. I mean, a little bit different, but with the nightclubs, you create memories. You create, you know, somewhere that someone wants to be. You create these awesome, like, hey, I want to go here to go dance, go get fucked up, go whatever, you know, just an awesome memory. And, you know, just like all these live shows, it takes it takes so much work to kind of get that kind of vibe and feeling from people.
You record independent wrestling, right?
Yeah, so I interviewed this promoter by the name of Mikey Gordon. He is also the wrestler Dirty Ron McDonald out in the San Diego area. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I came across these. So with the Michelada Rumble, I became really good friends with a lot of the wrestlers and some of the promoters there, and I started graphic designing the flyers for the Michelada Rumble for the actual matches. So there was focus on the wrestling, but there wasn't that much focus. And I took it upon myself, like, hey man, these wrestlers, they're like independent acts, they're like bands and shit. Like everyone's on their own independent artists and they want to be recognized. So I was like, you know what?
Solo shit.
Yeah, like these guys aren't getting no love. Let me start making the fucking flyer for this shit. So started making it, started really showcasing each flyer, started coming out, started coming better and better and better. And from there, I just started following a bunch of wrestling, independent wrestling stars and artists and promotions and all kinds of stuff. So I came across Dirty Ron McDonald. I was tripping out, like this coked out fucking clown, you know, like Ron McDonald's son, all coked the fuck out. And I hit him up for an interview, did one, fucking came out great. Maybe about a month or two later, he hits me up like, hey, can you do this live for wrestling? And I'm like, I haven't done it, but I'm sure I can. And then from there, I've been live streaming with them for about a year. We actually do got an event coming up tomorrow, live on Fist Combat TV. It's Fuck Mania. So there's a pretty cool stacked up card that you can check out.
So you do like podcasting wrestling, kind of like.
Well, imagine, I guess the way it's an actual wrestling.
Like a round table, kind of like WWE, like the round table thing that they had on the fucking network. Where they would just like, you know, like a shoot interview or whatever.
No, we're actually live streaming the actual like event, the wrestling match, everything. Yeah, multi-camera angles, like live commentary, everything, fucking live. Fucking insane.
And like, is there like the whole like, you know, quote unquote the whole COVID fucking social distance and everything, mask wearing?
People don't give a fuck. It's the craziest thing, man. It's either the people that do worry about it, they got it. The people that don't worry about it don't got it. So
it's funny. I saw a commercial. I don't know if you probably saw the same commercial. They were like, oh, in 2020, the whole COVID thing, the lady came home with the groceries. The guy sprayed her, you know, they did the whole wipe down and this and that. And they were like 2021. The lady came in with the fucking grocery bag, took her mask off and started eating an apple like it was nothing. Like the way the whole attitude changed.
People don't care anymore, man. That's just what it is right now. And it's hard to care when you see everyone else not doing the right thing and not giving a fuck, not wearing a mask, not, you know, just being jerks about shit. And, you know, I know it's crazy.
Like, do you think there's going to be a fucking like not to say like, hey, let's say fucking like say like Republicans, Democrats kind of thing, picking people who got the vaccine, people who don't got the vaccine. And they're not going to associate with each other, like separation kind of.
Who knows, man? I mean, I don't think it's going to be that divided at all. But, you know, with the fears of them trying to govern your travel, if you got a shot or not got a shot, there's a lot of talks about that. So
that's what I've been noticing too. That's what freaks me out a little bit, man. You know, I mean, I don't mind wearing a fucking mask on a fucking plane, whatever, dude. The fucking Chinese and the Japanese been doing that shit for fucking 50, 60 years.
And they do it to be polite, that they're sick and they want to get you sick. So, I mean, it's a good thing. We don't want to smell your fucking funk ass breath anyway. Half the people watch faces.
Exactly, bro. So, I mean, I'm down with that. I'm so used to it now. It's like fucking second nature, bro. You know, to walk in a store, walk anywhere and put a mask on. Cool, you know? But I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I'm worried about them fucking segregating, you know, like kind of shit.
Well, who knows, man? It might not get to that. And even if they do, I'm not sold on it. I'm not interested in getting the shot unless I really have to. I got another trip planned out in October, my first one. So we'll see how it goes. I'm supposed to be flying out to Florida.
Oh man, that's fucking COVID well, you already live in COVID Central. Yeah. That's COVID Central Part 2.
COVID's cousin out there.
Yeah, you know, they already said motherfuckers down there are just like it's 2019. Still, yeah,
I saw everyone acting crazy out in the Miami Beach where all the clubs are at and just running amok, and it's just fucking people just being stupid, man. But I mean, you pin them up like fucking animals, and what happens? You let them out. Fucking their animals are gonna act crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can assume Florida's the fucking zoo, and it just opened up the cage, bro. Like, all right,
Look, man, it's a reason why Florida is fucking America's fucking anus. Okay, like it's just, it is what it is in Florida. Fucking Florida.
I mean, I've never been. I mean, I would only like to go there for fucking Disney or whatever, but maybe look at some fucking hot Cuban chicks.
Oh, everyone's gorgeous out there. We went out there for that. We went to the Bahamas on that cruise, so we spent a few nights in Miami. Got to check out beach, Calle Ocho. We went on those hover boats and fucking out in the goddamn swamps. Got to hold a baby gator. It was fucking great.
What the fucking baby gator, motherfucker, man? I need these, man.
Baby gator.
That motherfucker eats you for breakfast, bro. Like, what the fuck, man?
They also sold gator tacos there, so it's like, all right, once that motherfucker gets too big, and he goes into the taco, into the fryer.
And I've had gator jerky, and it just tastes like regular beef jerky. I'm like, what's the difference, bro? I'm like, okay, this is alligator, but it just tastes the same.
I've had gator tacos before, not from out there. I was out this way, and
is it any different?
I mean,
it tastes like chicken in the Matrix.
See, man.
I mean, in the Matrix, bro, they make everything taste like chicken because they don't know the fucking right ingredients,
Yeah, man. So I don't know. That's the only thing I'm afraid of, to see what's going to happen with the travel stuff. But who knows if the banning or not. I'm more kind of curious to see what these long-term effects are going to be from all this stuff that we're pumping in for a crazy vaccination that's not really helping you not get it, because people can still get sick with it. And
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it'll stop you. I mean, shit, I've never had my fucking flu vaccine.
Yeah, me neither, man.
So I mean, I don't know, man. Like I was like on a big fucking push. Like, yeah, I want to get it because I want to go to Peru. I want to get it, and then I'm like, wait a minute, do I really want to fucking inject something in me just yet? Like, hold up.
Yeah, so unless they make it super mandatory, if I can't make my trip because of that fucking vaccine, then I'll look at to see which one I might get, and that might still even be that Johnson & Johnson. It sounds like it's the most fucking pussiest one out of all of them. So,
yeah, I mean, it's funny how even if you get the fucking, once you get the shot, you're getting sick anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like boom, you hit the shot. Like I know a bunch of people that got the shot, and they're like, yo, I got sick the next day. I'm like, the fuck? Would they just put the shit in you?
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I know fucking mad scientists and shit, but whatever it is, it's fucked, and I don't want no part of it.
There you go. What, like, okay, I got a few more questions before we end this, man. All right?
Yeah, man. Shoot.
Like, who's some of your favorite acts that you ever had on Pigs that fucking, like, they made the biggest impact on Pigs that, like, fucking blew it up?
Fuck, man. You know what's crazy? There's been so many crazy acts have come through these walls just within these last 2 years, and there's been a lot of amazing performances, like a lot, and everyone comes out and leaves that shit on the fucking stage, man. Shit. I'm bad with fucking names. I have to look at like a fucking flyer or roster and shit. But
did you ever have like like the sickest fucking band you had that you're like, oh, these motherfuckers are crazy?
You know what? I know Porcelain Hill was a band that came out here and they fucking just rocked. It was a 3-piece and they had this amazing heavy like rock, metal, blues fucking sound, and the guy's fucking lyrics were fucking and voice were like powerful, dominant, real good shit. Shit, I can almost say almost every single band for the most part. I mean, we really haven't had a band that hasn't pulled their fucking weight around here. A lot of the amazing acts that you guys can check out on PigzRadio, YouTube, and on our Instagram and everything else, PigzRadio. There's clips of all these artists, and I'm actually working on a new YouTube page for Pig Studios, and I'm actually cutting up every single act that we've had live from this studio. It's gonna go there.
I was wondering about that because I saw that. I didn't know if that was really you on Instagram that was sending a pic. I was like, somebody's fucking faking the funk on this, bro. And I saw you liked it, and I was like, oh, if Mario likes it, it's got to be his shit,
Yeah, man. No, I'm starting off slow. I haven't really made too much announcements. It's kind of like the first time I'm kind of talking about it live on air. So a little Pig exclusive for you and give you that drop. Pig Studios live with the YouTubes, and we're cutting up all the tracks on there and everything that we've done from all the live wrestling events that I produced. That's going to be on there. There's a couple of things that I produced that haven't come out yet, but we did something with Sabu from EC. So we taped 8 episodes of Hookah Blues with Sabu. So
Holy fuck, man.
yeah, so there's a bunch of cool shit that we got.
How, like, okay, with all the bookings, do you do all the bookings on Pigs? Like, you get all these fucking guys like in advanced?
I do everything, man. I book everything. I do all the graphic design work. I load them in. We set them up. I do most of the sound check. Then we have Jose, who's a really good technical ear. He's my other sound engineer, so he helps me out with that. Wops helps me out with cameras. Zach helps out with everything else in between. So, but yeah.
Fucking shit. So, because I just noticed you just like lined up like 6 or 7 acts or something like that.
Oh no, we're booked all the way out until June right now. Those are just the ones. Those are just the ones I'm done with the flyers.
Holy shit, dude, man! Like, I was doing that at first, but then it was like some people would like cancel and it would fuck my whole shit up, man. I would like get frustrated, like, fuck, man. You know?
That happens to us. You know, it's I've had motherfuckers cancel on me like an hour before they're supposed to show up. I've had a band show up where the lead singer didn't show up. I've had I've had all kinds of fucked up shit happen, and like if you name it, I've seen it. I mean, I've had a band once like long time ago. These dudes fucked it up, and this is where we have a running joke to where we break up bands. This band fucking. The whole band is playing. The lead singer, his phone goes off. He stops singing. The whole band's still playing. Like, hello? Like, no, not right now. Okay. And then tries to go back to sing again. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
what the fuck? Yo, what episode is that, dude? Please, what episode?
Oh, man, I gotta look back. It's like really early on, like super.
Oh man, that would be
for the 100th episode. You know what that 100 episode was a really cool special one. We had we interviewed the owner of the Vex, which is kind of like what the CBGB was, but for the West Coast.
Okay.
So we got to interview him on that 100th episode at his venue, Joe Vex. So that was a really cool episode. Wasn't a band, but that, and I've actually got to interview Clive Ferguson of When in Rome, UK. So that was really cool too.
I thought you were gonna say fucking Clive Davis, bro. I was about to say, what the fuck, Clive Davis was on Pigs? Like, holy shit. Oh man. Fuck, dude. I'm like still fucking bugging. So the band broke up after the show. Like they just like put their shit down.
Get to them and like, what the fuck? Like, you know, what the fuck is this shit about? And then come to find out, maybe like a couple of weeks later, like they broke up, and then that band became a different band, and then we were kind of fucking with them for a minute, and then they broke up, and then they kept breaking up. So there's been a handful of bands that come through these walls and then broken up, not necessarily right after the show, but you know, maybe a couple weeks after, a month after, or whatever the fuck. But they went to Pigs, and then they broke up afterwards. So there was a running tab. I think we have about like 6 or 7 bands that are no longer together after being on fucking Pigs.
Holy shit, man! You
and
fucking
one band that we reunited to be together after being broken up. So we got back a point.
Oh my god, man! Well, you know what, man? We've been going for like an hour right now. I don't want to take up too much. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I try to keep this down to an hour here.
Yeah.
Now, what's so what do we got to come? What's going on in the future of Pigs Radio, bro? Who's coming up? You know, what's going on? What's going on here? You know what I mean, bro. I can't talk.
Let's see. Off the top of my head, I can't fucking remember. Let me see if I can pull this shit up right quick. We're all stacked up for the next couple weeks. I know tomorrow we're going to be live streaming with Fist Combat live out in San Diego, Ocean Beach. You guys can check that live out on the Fist Combat on Facebook. On Sunday, we have the pro wrestler Dirty Ron coming in here talking about his movie, a pro wrestling movie with the Legend of Dirty Ron. That's this week. That's going to be Sunday. The following week, we have the Misfits. I
can't wait for that one. I cannot wait for that one, bro.
Project Sellout the week after that. Cool skate punk band from San Diego. I know we got Of Limbo coming up on May 2nd. I know Milo, the local music experience, is one of our sponsors and one of our partnerships we have. They're a cool music app. You can actually download them and actually listen to Pigs Radio if you're just too lazy of a fuck to go to pigsradio.com or get it on your Apple, Google stores or whatnot. But you can download the local music experience and get all the West Coast music bands for free, nonstop, like a radio station.
Is that the homie you're always fucking with, bro? That doesn't want to pay fucking. They don't want to play. Is it? Yeah, it's a swine, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Ray
he doesn't want to pay. He doesn't want to fucking play them at all, man.
Doesn't want to play them, but he knows them, and he actually has the guy from Swine with a radio show. So Zach out there does the Swine Saturdays, 7 p.m. Saturday Pacific Standard Time, and he plays Swines. But yeah,
I was about to say, man, what's this guy's fucking beef, bro? It's like, yo, just play the fucking band, dude. If fucking you're West Coast, they're West Coast. Like, what the fuck, man? You know?
That's just right. We're just giving him fucking flack, but he's a good guy, man. Real good guy. You guys need to download the app, and you come across so many amazing up and coming artists for sure.
I know. Where can everybody find Mario 81, PigzRadio, fucking West Coast Pop Lock? Where can they find all that shit, all that jazz?
Across all the social medias to make it easy on Pigs, you go to lnk.bio. That's link.bio/PigzRadio, and that will give you the tree of life. It'll give you all the links possible the little hearts can desire. So we're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Fuck. What aren't we on? Shit. And the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast.com. Same thing. We're across Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, broadcasting live Tuesday nights. PigzRadio broadcast live every Sunday nights. And yeah. MRAO_81_ out on Instagram, but I can be reached at all the Pigs sites.
All right, man. Well, fucking, I really would like to fucking thank you for being on the show. And I mean, big fan of your show, and I will be watching the fucking, you said this Sunday you're going to have that,
Dirty Ron McDonald.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
We'll be talking about what happened at Fuck Mania the night before and the future of Fist Combat, and then this movie that's coming out, a pro wrestling movie, the Legend of Dirty Ron, and he has some pretty cool people. He actually has RVD in there with Katie Forbes. They play a part in the movie, and there's a bunch of other fucking wrestlers in there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of indie people. It's really cool.
Oh, shit. Is he gonna be all fucking coked up on the show? Coming on, busting lines on the pig's table.
It wouldn't be a fucking Dirty Ron episode if there weren't the right lines.
Oh man, dude. I was wondering, like, because I was looking at that fucking flyer, dude. I was like, man, this guy looks like a real fucked up dude. Like, you know?
Mikey's fucking a great guy. It's gonna be fun coming out there tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. I mean, it's fucking free on Fist Combat. Check it out. I know there's gonna be an app coming soon, but you guys can enjoy all the free content right now before it goes to a monthly subscription.
All right, man. Well, thank you for being on the show, Mario.
Okay, thanks for having me, D. And I enjoy your show. I caught the last handful of episodes. Good stuff, man. You guys hold it down on the east side, man.
Hey, man, if you really want to fucking like this is home base for me, man. But if you guys really want to check out cool show I'm doing with my homie Matt the Rat from Whittier, California. You know, aka fucking the Little El Monte. Fucking, I call Whittier the Little El Monte, you know, because everybody. we do a show called Whatever We Feel in Radio every Saturday, 1:30 West Coast, fucking 4:30 East Coast. But we're on YouTube and all that shit, man. You can check us out there, man. You know, we talk about fucking comic book fucking movies, fucking, you know, rock and roll bullshit, and we play music.
There we go, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, man, exactly, bro. But this is fucking, if you ever get a chance, bro, this is a band you should have on your show, bro. This is Icebag Injury. They're out of El Monte, California.
Yeah, man, send them my way. I'll check them out.
Yeah, man. This is Icebag Injury, bro. This is off their single called Life Turned Cold, man. And thank you again, Mario, for being on the fucking show. Oh, too sweet. That's right. Too sweet, motherfucker. Too fucking sweet, man.
Thank you, sir, for having me on and spending some time in Compton.
All right, man. Well, next time I go to California, I will go to your fucking show.
Yeah, man. You hit me up.
All right, man. Thank you very much, bro. Take it easy, brother. All right.
When is it okay to take someone's life?
If they mean to do harm to myself or my family, I'll do anything I can to prevent them from doing it. If it means taking their life, fuck them. They've chosen their path.
Your mouth, excuses come quick. Punishment will be swift. You fucking talk, you are meant for this. Bottom line is you're a bitch. Step to me, now you wanna fucking let me to me. Am I you to this man? FTD, something that you're fucking not. FTD, but they're calling till I gone. You're a fraud, don't even try. I keep my friends close, cause I'm down for mine. Pressure's on, don't step to my face. I could've pressed back, cause I know you'll break. Step to me, I see red, you're saying black. Into me, feel my head, you turn the bad. On to me, something that you're fucking on. FTD, but you're calling till I gone. You impressed, and fucking me. You're the first motherfucker to jump ship. Don't care about the struggle, don't care about the streets. You can give a fuck, but this man's through me.